welcome to the Run with the Sun podcast. My name is Kelvin West. We are live at downtown Phoenix here at the Cheetah Solar Studios, and it's another beautiful day in the sun. Welcome to the sun, ladies and gentlemen. We got a wonderful rock star in the house today, Miss Samantha Jones. But before we get to talking to Samantha Jones, I got a couple of shout outs that I'm going to do today. So I want to first shout out one of Cheetah Solar's own, Sean Lamier, who's able to sign up Aaron and 78 Ortiz from Chandler. Welcome to the sun, guys. Thank you so much for joining the solar revolution here. And then before we get started, I want to go ahead and make sure that you guys are on top of it with our social media. Go ahead and join the Run with the Sun Solar community on Facebook. It's a private group. You'll be able to get all your resources, and you might even get a shout out if you join. So do that today, people. And then also join the Run with the Sun podcast. You can subscribe on Apple, Spotify, and Google. We're everywhere that podcasts want to be. Ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. We have Samantha Jones. Samantha, how are you today?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Hey, man, life's good. Life's good. Life's good on the sun here. So we're going to talk to you today all about what you do, who you are, and where you come from. Before we get into that, give me a background of who you are, and then tell me why you made the switch to get into solar.
Okay. My name is Samantha Jones.
Yes.
I am Titan's National PR and Marketing Director, so Public Relations and Marketing. What exactly do you know?
So where'd you come from before that? What'd you do before you got into the solar industry?
I actually worked for a government contractor.
Tell me more about that.
Yeah, there's not a lot you can tell about that.
Okay. Well, how long did you do that?
I was their Public Relations and Marketing Director for around 2.5 years.
Okay.
There was not a lot you could do with the government. So that was kind of one of the issues that I ran into with there. There wasn't room for a lot of growth.
That's what I was going to ask. So, like, growth-wise, there wasn't a lot of room for that. Okay, tell me more.
So, we contracted. So what we did is we ran the satellite systems.
Wow.
So government contractors would use us. And then 6 months later, it was like, hey, remember that big thing that you helped to support us?
Yeah.
Well, now you can talk about it.
Oh, really?
No one cares about it.
That's amazing.
Yeah. So very opposite of solar, where everything's changing. Everyone's talking about it.
Sure. So what made you get into solar? Like, what happened? So you're working for the government, and then what happened to get you into this?
Actually, Heather Williamson, our COO, I was friends with her.
And she's the COO of Titan.
Okay, so David Williamson and Kyle Dadome are our co-founders. David Williamson is our CEO.
Wow.
And Heather Williamson is our COO.
Okay.
And so we actually were at a lunch for my birthday.
Okay, awesome.
And we were just having a conversation where I was talking about how I was, looking for new opportunities, but my now fiance had just opened his own practice.
Okay, awesome.
So it was one of those things I was like, well, if it falls in my lap, it'll fall in my lap.
Sure.
I'm not out there pounding the pavement. And she was like, well, public relations and marketing has been a hat I've been wearing.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So if you're interested in coming in for an interview, when we met.
So you didn't really know her before you got into it. You just kind of were out for your birthday, and then, or was she a friend of yours?
She was a friend of mine. We were out, and it somehow the conversation shifted there.
So you just had a friend in solar, and they said, hey, why don't you come on over and join us in this whole solar revolution?
Yeah, there was a couple interviews in between. It wasn't just this position is created for me.
Yeah, well, of course. Well, that's what I seem to find. We've done a couple of interviews with people, and it just seems like people, got into solar because somebody else that they knew or cared for was in solar and kind of introduced them into this world. So it's fantastic. How's it been since then?
I love it. I think one of my favorite things about solar is there is no seasoned veterans. There's no crusty, 60-year-old men who's back in my day.
So it's a young industry.
Yeah, it's a very young industry. Yeah. Everybody's learning. It's still evolving.
Sure.
There's still a little bit of an enigma behind it.
Yeah.
So I think that's what's most exciting about it. It's it's kind of exciting to be on the precipice of something.
Absolutely. Yeah. We're going to start with something, right? So tell me more about the enigma. Are you saying that people are kind of ignorant is not the right word, but just uneducated about solar or?
I believe so. Yeah. I think there's still I think that was one of the questions that I was asked the most.
Yeah.
it's like, oh, okay, solar. Yeah, I've been wondering about that. What is that about? And it was like all of a sudden you had to become like this professional about like, I was like, well, I've only been here 3 weeks. So let me pull up my notes for you. But yeah.
Now, how long have you been with Titan?
I have been there since May of 2018. So we're about to be on 2 years.
Oh, so you're still baby, if you will. You're still fresh to the Titan world. Okay, awesome. So tell me about so the public. Now I got it right here. Public relations and marketing director. Mm-hmm. So what exactly is your role as far as Titan is concerned, and what they do to the community for the community? Or just tell me what your role is.
What my role is. My role is ever evolving. Yeah. I do feel like every day I have to put on a different hat. And that's something that's very exciting to me because I can never get bored. I'll walk into a new situation. So obviously with marketing, there's brand awareness. As Titan continues to expand, it's making sure that all of our affiliate locations still hold true to our core values that we have at Titan and also represent like what Titan is. You know, there's logoing, there's branding. And then another thing that I don't think a lot of people think about it is actually solar knowledge. Yeah. Because like each new market that you open into, there's a different register of contractors. There's different rules and regulations that the company has to adhere to. Sure. So that's something. So every time we launch into a new market, I'm having to educate myself on, you know, what we are supposed to do. As a brand. Okay. And so that's something that I have to do. And then so they'll all be doing something fun, like, you know, helping, you know, come up with, you know, what our new trucks are going to look like and what the, you know, logos are going to look like. And
absolutely.
And then I'll do something else fun where it's like, okay, what are we going to do for like swag and t-shirts and what are we going to pass out? And another role that I play with public relations is, you know, the very traditional, you know, like press releases and awards, but then also too something unique to Titan is we aren't traditional in the marketing sense where we have to put funds towards billboards and advertising because we're
Tell me about that.
Yeah. Since we're B2B facing, we're not marketing directly to consumers. We partner with amazing sales companies like Cheetah. Who, you know, they go out and they sell the solar and then they turn it over to us.
Now tell me a little bit more about, so let's see. So now you guys install for Cheetah Solar, right? Yeah. So now do you install for other companies? And we don't have to list those company names, but tell me why you guys choose Cheetah Solar as like your main installation partner.
Why would you not choose Cheetah?
That's a wonderful question. I mean, that's a wonderful statement as well. But what do you guys like about working with Cheetah?
I think, everyone here is so friendly. They're so open. Yeah. They're honest. Yeah. I feel like we share a lot of the same core values and just the same fun, like the same, just a lot of the same work ethic.
Sure, absolutely.
I think, you know, Andy and Evan are great guys. Yeah. And so I feel like, and all of the team is, you know, all of your deals are clean. It's, you know, you don't have to worry about what you're getting. And
absolutely.
I think it's just a great partnership.
That's wonderful. Mm-hmm. That's absolutely wonderful. Okay, wonderful. So what is, so let's see. So how does Titan support Cheetah Solar? So what exactly is the relationship between Titan and Cheetah Solar?
So Cheetah Solar goes out and they sell solar, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Yes. Absolutely. So you also this is for those of you, our listeners who don't really understand the whole solar process. Yeah.
The Enigma ones, right?
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Absolutely.
So when you go out to a home and some are a company.
Sure.
And so Cheetah is the one who is selling the solar. You're the ones who are sitting down with, you know, the interested purchasers and they're going over like why the benefits of solar, why it's great, why they should make the switch. Yeah. And then from there, once they have a purchase agreement signed, then they can turn it over to Titan. And what we offer Cheetah is a turnkey solution. So everything from utility interconnection to the beginning paperwork, to if they choose how they choose to finance the deal. Sure. From design, permitting, we take care of all of that for them.
Wow. Wow. But you guys also have like the installers that go out and place it on the roof.
So that's part of it. So, like we'll handle the beginning and then we have the install and then we hold it all the way up till we get it commissioned.
Sure.
And then if the homeowners ever need service or anything after that, they can contact us and we'll take care of it.
There you go. What sets you guys apart from other installers in the solar industry here in Phoenix or in Arizona?
I think it's the fact that we focus just on installing. We don't have the internal sales force like a lot of people who try and do both. Interesting.
So
we're just focused on doing what we do best. We found a niche in the solar community.
Yeah.
Something that a lot of people were like, kind of want to stay away from it.
Yeah,
Hey, we're going to take it head on and go with it.
That's amazing. That's super awesome. Okay, wonderful. Let's see. So how is being? So talk a little bit more about yourself. How has being in the solar world helped you in your life? And I'm going to speak openly here. We have a segment called Women in Solar, and I think we might use this for that segment. What's like being a woman in solar, and how has it affected your life?
You know what? I feel like being a woman in solar is the first industry where I don't feel like I've been looked at as like being a woman.
Interesting.
It's like we're all equal.
Tell me about that. Yeah. That's awesome.
Prior to working for the government contractor, which is a very, old male-dominated society. I worked for CBS Sports, and I worked actually for a magazine called Sac Sports, which was a fitness magazine. It was for the athlete by the athlete.
Wow, that's amazing.
So another male-dominated
field.
Profession.
Yeah, sure.
My nickname is Sam. A lot of people call me Sam, but I was taught from a very old man to introduce myself as Samantha because people would think I was a guy.
Okay.
So,
that's fantastic. I
feel like solar, with how young and how hip, I guess would be a word. Is. I feel like people they don't look at that gender role.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Wonderful. That's wonderful. Okay, awesome. So what would you say your advice to women on getting into solar would be? So we've talked a little bit about on other episodes how this kind of, and it's refreshing to hear you say that this field is kind of it's a new field and people are just kind of coming at it and sexism and all that kind of stuff doesn't really exist here, That's awesome. But what advice would you give to a woman who's thinking about getting into solar and whether they want to become an advisor or become a marketing director as yourself?
Learn how it works.
Yeah. Tell me about that.
So I feel like and not only as a woman, I feel like for anybody interested in the solar industry, what's really important is to understand how solar actually works, and not from just the textbook definition of, like you put the panels on and the sun converts the AC into the DC energy. Right. But really understand like what the installers are going out to do, like the whole background of it. And that, I think, is something that Titan is really good at.
Yeah.
And it comes from a C-suite level. Like David and Kyle, they were Titan's first installers.
Wow.
And then, so they were going out, they were selling solar, they were putting it on the roof.
They built the company, right?
Exactly.
Like from the ground up.
They built it from the ground up, but they were doing that. So they understood exactly okay, these are the specific connections. Like this is how it works. This is what the railing looks like. This is what the railing does. Right. And so I feel like that transcends into any department that you would find in solar, whether you're selling, because homeowner or a customer is going to ask you, well, what keeps the panels on the roof?
Yeah. What does keep the panels on the roof? Railing and bolts and bolts. I once so you guys had we had another person from Titan on the show, and he said that there's like 80,000 holes sometimes in a roof. Is that's pretty intense?
Yeah.
Like that's amazing. What are the teams like when they go up to do the installation? Like, is it like a one-man job, or how many people are up there installing these solar panels?
There's 4 to 5 guys on a Titan team. There's an electrical lead and there's a roof lead.
Okay.
And then there's
explain kind of what those are. Like, what would an electrical, like, is that somebody who's like the master of installing things electronically, or like what would a roof lead and an electric lead?
So roof leads, he's in charge of what's going on the roof. He's kind of like the captain of all that's going on there. And then the electrical lead, he's doing all the electrical work. So all the connections with the panels and with the electrical
Yeah.
I can keep going. But.
I love it. Well, no, it's curious minds want to know, my friend. Yeah. Curious minds want to know. So now you guys not only partner and do the stuff with Cheetah Solar, but One Mission. Tell me a little about One Mission. Like you guys are partnering with them right now. Like what's exciting about that?
So as I mentioned previously, Titan's advertising funds don't go towards traditional advertising. They go toward philanthropic organizations that we align ourselves with, and One Mission is one of those. We've been aligned with them since before I was at the company.
Sure.
And One Mission is an amazing organization because not only do they build houses in, impoverished third world countries that are traditionally a caste system, but they actually make you earn your home.
Tell me about that.
So every home that they build for a family or individual, that individual has had to do a certain amount of community service and actually built other homes.
Okay.
And so you have to earn a certain amount of community service hours before they actually gift you a home.
Right.
Yeah.
Wow, so that's amazing.
Yeah. So you're putting work and effort, and especially in countries like over in Mexico where it is still that traditional caste system.
Yeah. So now does One Mission, are they specific to outside of America, or do they do work here in the United States as well?
They're outside. So,
okay. Okay. So, wonderful.
They have charity events here in the United States.
Sure. Absolutely. So are you going to be going out and building a house then? Or are you going down to Mexico?
We're working on that.
Yeah.
We're working on that. I know Cheetah's going down. So.
I hear that Cheetah is going to be going. So absolutely. We were in a meeting with them the other day, and it sounds like Cheetah's going down to Mexico. So to build some homes.
Yeah.
Build
it's
some
awesome.
homes.
It'll be a super fun experience.
That's absolutely fantastic. All right. Now you guys do some work with Phoenix Children's Hospital as well, right?
Yeah.
Tell me a little bit about that, because that's a local organization here that's doing a wonderful thing with the kids here. So tell me about that.
So PCH is another longstanding partner of ours. Our representative, Kim Ho, another amazing woman in the professional industry.
Sure.
She is great. She always makes sure that Titan's kept in the loop with where our donation is going towards.
Sure.
And they offer a lot of employee engagement, because that's really big for us too.
Huge.
It's not only just donating the money, but letting our employees see where the funds are going, and actually being able to get involved.
Yeah.
So every year we participate in the Ignite Hope Walk.
Oh, that's wonderful. Yeah, that happens right down there on Thomas, where they walk past. Well, you tell me about it. So what is the Ignite Hope Walk?
You meet at North High School.
Yeah.
And then it's about a 1.1 mile walk all to PCH.
Okay.
Can you tell I've written some stuff about it?
Yes, yeah. You seem well versed in this, so that's good. Yeah. Awesome.
So and then everyone is given a candle.
Yeah.
And so when you get to PCH, you sing Christmas carols and you light the candles. And the kids who are spending the holidays in the hospital are able to come and see you supporting them,
right?
And it's such a lonely time to be in the hospital.
Come on, you're a child, and it's the holidays, and you're in there, suffering from whatever illness that you're suffering from. So it's a tough time for those kids in there, but it's really great to look out and see. I mean, there's like thousands of people that show up to this thing, right?
Every year I feel like they break a record.
Absolutely,
and
absolutely.
This year
they close off all of Thomas, right? Like it's a pretty big deal. Yeah.
This year they actually expanded and did a West side version.
Really? Of the west side of the hospital?
No, in the west, like in the Glendale area.
Oh, is there another Phoenix Children's out in Glendale?
There's like little subsidies.
I didn't know.
Then this year or the next year, within the next 1 or 2 years, they're going to be doing an East Valley one over in Gilbert.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, they're kind of
it's growing.
It's growing, and you seem to be well knowledgeed about it. So that's it's a kind of passion of yours.
PCH is great. They offer a lot of employee engagement. We've gone and we've done little trivia games where we had 4 of our employees go.
Yes.
And they were mic'd up and they did trivia, and it was projected right into the patient's room, so they were able to like buzz trivia. In. And then actually tomorrow on Valentine's Day.
Tell us all. Is tomorrow Valentine's Day?
Tomorrow is Valentine's Day.
Oh my goodness, I am not prepared. Oh my goodness.
Stop at the grocery store on your way home.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do that. I gotta take care of the husband there. All right, very good.
Yeah, but one of our employees is actually going to play Clifford and passing out Valentine's Day.
Oh, Clifford is that big red dog, isn't he?
Yeah.
Good stuff. Oh my goodness. That's so awesome. All right, guys. Well, this has been a wonderful interview. Samantha, tell me in your last words, well, actually, before we get to that, what are you excited about in 2020 for solar or for Titan or for yourself? What are you excited about in the solar industry here?
I'm just excited about how solar is growing. Titan's expanding nationally.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That's pretty huge.
Yeah, so we're opening up in all new markets.
Wow. So that's never been done before then. I mean, with Titan, right? Like, are you guys specific to Arizona? Now you're going to be in other states, or?
Currently, we have Arizona. We have the Arizona headquarters.
Yeah.
And then we have branches down in Tucson and Yuma. And we also had, we have Titan Solar Power Nevada.
Hello.
Titan Solar Power New Mexico.
Wow.
Titan Solar Power Texas. Titan Solar Power California. Do you want me to keep going?
Hey, listen, I'm there. I get it.
Titan Solar Power Florida.
I think you are earning that title that you have.
So I'm excited
know what
for
you're
the
talking
growth.
about.
I'm excited for the growth.
That's super cool. Mm-hmm. That's super cool. And that was one of the values. There you go. I'm listening. I get you. All right. Final words. Let's see. What if somebody's thinking about putting solar panels on their house or getting into the solar industry by working in the industry, what would you say to them? Final words.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
All right, ladies and gentlemen.
Buy it.
You heard it here first. Samantha Jones, she says, just do it. Not to mimic Nike at all. We're not doing that. But just do it. Get into solar today. It is the one thing that is the awesome thing to do in 2020 and so on. So welcome to the sun. My name is Kelvin West. Thank you, Samantha Jones. From Titan Solar Installs, right? Titan
Solar Power.
Titan Solar Power. Thank you so much for that. Where can people find out more information on Titan?
www.titansolarpower.com.
www.titansolarpower.com. Ladies and gentlemen, that is our show. Thank you so much. And remember, welcome to the sun. And make sure you join the Run with the Sun podcast on Facebook and on Google, Apple, and Stitcher. You guys are rockstars. And Spotify. Thank you so much.
Hey everyone, this is Andy Hansen. We really appreciate you taking the time to listen. Be sure to subscribe to the Run with the Sun podcast. You can find us on Apple, Google Play, and Spotify. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to hear all of the latest content. Be sure to check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and lastly, go to our website, cheetahsolar.co, so you can subscribe to our monthly newsletter for all things solar. Thanks again for listening.